Hi, this is Ruby Powers, board certified immigration attorney with Powers Law Group. It's Friday afternoon, a little bit after 5 p.m. Central on Friday, August 31st, and we have late breaking news that the federal judge Hannon, the same one that ruled against DACA, is now saying that he will potentially kill DACA in a CNN article that was recently posted, but not yet. It's not final. So basically, the gist of what I'm saying right now is that we still have DACA for renewal, for example. 3 federal judges have blocked the administration from ending it. So they've said that we have to keep it going, because remember, almost a whole year ago, right around this time, right after Harvey, the Trump administration ended DACA, or attempted to end a DACA in early September of 2017, and it's just been constant litigation. But right where we are right now, is in the last few minutes, is that Federal Judge Hannon is basically saying, he's Texas-based district judge, that he believes DACA is likely illegal and ultimately will fail to survive a challenge before his court. And there's different arguments about it. DACA is a Obama-era program, we know that, but despite that, and despite finding that the continuation of DACA could harm the 8 states and 2 governors who challenged the program, Hannon decided not to issue a ruling that would have immediately blocked DACA's continuation. So bottom line, it still exists, but we don't know for how long, and if you haven't already filed your renewal, you probably should get it filed immediately. So we'll be paying attention to that. The other thing that's been in the news right now is about citizenship. There's 2 points that I want to mention. One is about people who have been naturalized for a while, and for some reason the U.S. government might be reviewing files to pursue denaturalization. And they had a project, Janus, that they were focusing on denaturalizing people who they thought had received their naturalization illegally in some manner, like misrepresenting the truth, or maybe had not been eligible in the first place. But that effort has been renewed recently to focus on denaturalizing those who've already been naturalized at some point. So there's been recent articles in the New York Times and Fox about that. The biggest point to be aware of is that if for any reason you are a naturalized citizen, or someone you know was a naturalized citizen, and there's anything in the past that you think that might have kept you from being naturalized, but you still got it anyway, you should get a consultation with an experienced legal immigration attorney to make sure to consider all your possible options. It's causing a lot of fear right now, and I think it's better to be empowered with knowledge and than being fearful. So that was something that's been coming out, is this denaturalization task force. But that has been announced earlier in the year, and more prominently in the last month or so. But another thing that's most recently in the news this last week is about a Washington Post article on Thursday, I believe, or Wednesday, which was about the growing number of people whose official birth records show they were born in the U.S. To midwives are now being denied passports, which is basically proof of their citizenship. And this seems to be happening to people who are traveling across the border, and the Border Patrol, where I ask, where were you born? And they'll say along, a town along the border, and they're like, okay, to midwife or hospital, or who was the doctor? And there is a doctor that has that they've been targeting, an OBGYN, who delivered many children, and so they are targeting those people and then putting into question, maybe not even letting them come back into the United States, or confiscating their passport, or denying the renewal of a passport. So this is an issue for anybody who was born delivered by a midwife, which means not in the hospital, for example, and close to the border between Mexico and the United States is where it seems to be the hot topic. If you're closer to a larger city, it's not as much of a target, but it is still, midwife still creates a red flag for these births. And there's a lot of them from 1950s to the 90s. There was also midwives who previously had stated that they committed fraud by listing children born in the U.S. side and not the Mexican side. And they later gave a list of the children that were delivered on the Mexican side, not the American side. And so those lists and those names are in the records as well. There was an ACLU litigation in 2009, and after that, regarding this issue, there weren't as many denials, but it seems to be a renewed interest of the Trump administration right now. So if someone you know, might have been born to a midwife, has a passport right now or wants to apply for a passport, what I would suggest is go to somebody, an experienced immigration attorney, that can help you gauge what your issues you'd be dealing with in applying or renewing, or if for any reason you find out that the person, you or someone else you know, was not really born on the U.S. side, there are ways to remedy that, but you'd have to explore other forms of relief. So again, don't be afraid, just be empowered, get a consultation, and find out what you can do. But this could have far-reaching impacts on people who are wanting to register to vote or to petition for other family members. So that's why it's important to get a consultation about that. And that was also what I was on Fox News 26 yesterday about the same topic. Another issue that we're seeing is that ICE is sending detained children to adult jails the second they turn 18. We've heard about firsthand from some of our detained clients, and we know this is what happens. So if a child is in the ORR facilities as an unaccompanied minor, the moment that they turn 18, it's not like here's a birthday cake and let's go, congratulations. It's, get your things, you're going to adult detention. So this is why it's really important for them to seek as much help as possible legally before they turn 18. But this is becoming more and more common that we're seeing nationwide. Another point is that the Department of Homeland Security is going to increase the premium processing filing fee, which currently is at $1,225. It's going up to $1,410, which will become effective in only a month, which will be September 30th. And then, so that means the premium processing fee will go up about a couple $100 or so, almost $200. The other thing in the news, there was a BIA case. I had that. And it's regarding the Pareja issue, and I just forgot that I needed to have that sheet of paper in front of me, but that came out, I think today as well. What was that one called? BIA. We're going to get that for you. But that's related to the effectiveness of a notice to appear. And that one is called Matter of German Bermuda's Quota. It's from today. And a notice to appear that does not specify the time and place of an alien's initial removal hearing vests an immigration judge with jurisdiction over the removal proceedings and meets the requirements of 239 of the INA, so long as the notice of hearing specifying this information is later sent to the alien. So it distinguishes itself from Pareja. So this is in response to the Pareja v. Sessions Supreme Court decision that was only like a month or so ago. So remember when we were talking about if you have a notice to appear for court and there's a to be determined for the notice for the date and time, you might be able to get the case terminated or restart the clock for cancellation of removal. Well, now this is saying that a notice to appear does not is still it meets the qualifications of 239. So this just came out today, like a couple hours ago. I just found out about it. So we're still going to take it in and see how that plays with all the other cases right now. But just to be aware, that's a matter of Bermuda's Quota. And in conclusion, I don't know what else I can tell you. Sorry, I'm not giving you better news for the weekend. It is Labor Day weekend in the United States, so we will be closed on Monday, September 3rd, when we hope everyone is going to have a safe holiday. We will be coming over this weekend, uploading a great new website, so be looking for that on our rubypowerslaw.com. And it'll be clean, fresh, and colorful with our blue that we love. I think a lot of us in Houston finished up our first week of school for lots of kids. So we're glad that everyone had a great week. And I don't think there's much else to say other than, thank you for watching. Here at Powers Law Group, we stay up to date with all the changes, and we want to, give you the best service that we can. So keep watching us on Fridays. Our phone number is 713-589-2085. In Texas and New Jersey, we have a 201-210-8240. And again, my name is Ruby Powers, board certified immigration attorney in Houston, Texas with Powers Law Group. Have a great weekend.